Damon and Pythias. First of all, Damon and Pythias is a Greek tale of friendship and loyalty. It happened in Syracuse, Sicily, time of tyrant Dionysius. Background of this story, Aristotle described friendship of virtue or philia as a bond rooted in mutual goodness and care for one another. Such friendships not only benefit individuals, but also inspire and strengthen entire communities, and we will see how. To the Greeks, Damon and Pythias embodied this ideal through their loyalty and faithfulness. Vocabulary, start with tyrant, which is a noun, person who uses authority or power harshly. Evade, which is a verb, to skillfully avoid something. Impediments or obstacles, which is a noun, that make it difficult to accomplish something. Then sarcastic, which is an adjective meant to harshly ridicule. Last word is composure, which is a noun that means calmness in a difficult situation. About the two friends, Damon and Pythias, who were noble young men in the city of Syracuse. Their deep devotion made them admired across the city. Their trust was so strong that no one could break it. About the cruel tyrant Dionysius, Syracuse was ruled by the king Dionysius, known as a tyrant. He was harsh, suspicious, and ruled through fear, and he even killed people for dreams of betrayal. Pythias was one of those accused of plotting against Dionysius. The charge was treason and punishable by death. He tried to prove innocence, but he failed. But before he dies, he asked a last request. Um, he asked for time to settle business affairs and ensure his family would be cared for. Dionysius agreed only if someone stayed as a hostage. Damon immediately offered himself as a hostage in his friend's place, and he showed absolute trust in his friend that he is going to come back. This act amazed Dionysius, who mocked him for his faith. But Damon was confident and had perfect faith in his friend Pythias. If Pythias failed, he would gladly die in his place. But Pythias delayed uh, because he faced unexpected impediments, accidents on the road, and unavoidable delays. But he never planned to escape his fate. Time ran out before Pythias returned, and Damon was led calmly to execution, and he kept his composure, trusting his friend until the end. The last minute returned. Suddenly, Pythias appeared, breathless from running, and he embraced Damon with relief and tears. The crowd erupted in joy and admiration. Dionysius, moved by their loyalty, pardoned Pythias, and he cancelled the death sentence, and he even asked to become Damon and Pythias's friend. The legacy of loyalty, Damon and Pythias became immortalized as models of true friendship, and their story shows that loyalty can conquer cruelty, and they remain honored symbols in the history of friendship. Here, the critical reading questions. I'll read the first three paragraphs of Damon and Pythias. How does this early part of the story suggest that Dionysius feels insecure as a ruler, since he, let's say, rules with treachery and behaves cruelly to his own people and to others? This behavior may reveal that he has no friends or allies to rely on, and he may also fear other people so much that he has to dominate them at all times. Second question, paraphrase. Read the story's fourth paragraph. Paraphrase or state in your own words the terms of the deal that Pythias makes with King Dionysius. Pythias will leave the king's court to take care of his family affairs before he dies. If he breaks his promise and doesn't return, the king will be allowed to execute the hostage, of course, we know Damon, in place of Pythias. Evaluate. Do you think that it is a good idea for Damon to agree to take Pythias's place? Why or why not? Of course, it's an opinion question, but here, yes, I think that Damon did the right thing because he knew that he could trust his friend and he cared enough about Pythias to take a risk on his friend's behalf. Fourth question. A. Cite two passages from the story that provide evidence of the friendship between Damon and Pythias. Examples include Damon hastened straight away to the place and gladly offered to be held hostage for his friend, in spite of the dangerous condition that had been attached to this favor. From Pythias to rushed, heading through the crowd and flung himself into the arms of his beloved friend, sobbing with relief that he had arrived in time to save Damon's life. Question B: what other famous friends from literature can you recall? In the novel of Jane Eyre and Helen Burns are loyal friends, and as with Damon and Pythias, the difficult situation reveals the strength of their connection. And in the Sherlock Holmes stories, Holmes and Dr. Watson likewise support each other even when danger threatens them. Analyze. Question A: at the end of the story, the king's heart is softened. What do you think specifically caused this change? Seeing what one friend is willing to do for another makes him want to learn to be a friend rather than alienating people through his tyrannical and cruel behavior. Predict. Question number 6. How do you think King Dionysius might change the way in which he rules now that he has had a change of heart? The Damon and Pythias to advise him. He may cease to terrorize people and to be kinder to his subjects and slowly learn that friendship is more powerful than tyranny.